The last couple of weeks I'm mentally preparing for this drive down there. I've been trying to fix this tractor for a few weeks. Had to repair the clutch and the brakes and the gasket. And today I would test drive it downhill.
Yeah.
After a few more attempts, he finally got it running and his hard work had paid off.
Phase 1 is done, which is Robbie fixing the red Ferrari. Phase 2 is to check this street down here to see if it's wide enough for us to drive down and up, because this is very much needed for our newest project, which is to do the ruins. So we really, really need this to work. It's just that bit, it's very steep, isn't it? Doesn't need to go there.
Probieren geht über studieren.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you're going to drive over the straw?
Yeah. The last couple of weeks I'm mentally preparing for this drive down there. We have a little bit of a problem all the time when we use this tractor so far. So it doesn't stand under a good star. Oh, what a day! If it rolls down, jump off. Release the handbrake.
Yeah.
Release the foot brake. Okay.
Yeah. It is going slightly deeper. If we get some wood and we put it under the wheel. Just leave it here then, forever.
As an artifact the whole time. Yeah. I managed to pull out the back wheels. The question is why we do that so complicated. Is we know that like the path is not finished yet and there is a lot more material needed, but to have this distance from the ruins to up here where the street is really straight, we can drive up and down with the tractor. So we know that it's not finished and it was a try, and the try was a really big mistake.
How do you think that went then, out of 0 to 10?
Like minus 75. The tractor is down Finally. But here's another bottleneck where I had to drive over the metal sheet here to not drive down this bit. Underneath here is the water pipe and the electric cable. First things first.
Sort that out.
Sort that out.
This is the last tree that we need to get out of here because we need to put the water and electric cable along here. But this tree, it grows in the concrete. I don't know how, so we need to uncover it to see how we can get it out.
Cut a lot. So cut a lot.
Oh no, not again. Can you Google why the pump's leaking?
Not unless you want to pay the Swiss roaming rates again.
No.
Back up to the house then.
Back up to the house. People think living between countries is glamorous, and it is for the most part.
Until something breaks and we need internet.
We still use a Swiss SIM card, and I'm not turning on roaming every time I need to Google a pipe fitting.
Our Wi-Fi internet is up at the house, but down here at the pump, the ruins or the terraces, we are basically living in the 90s again.
So lucky for us, this video is sponsored by Saily.
Saily is an eSIM app, so you can get mobile data without swapping a physical SIM card or turning on expensive roaming.
Which means for us, we don't have to walk all the way back up to the house every time something breaks and we need the internet to fix it. To get your data plan, you open the Saily website or app, choose where you're going, pick the data plan, enter the code Homestead15 and you're set. Installing the eSIM is so simple, just a couple of steps and it's done. We still travel with our normal SIMs, but when we're here in Italy, we need data for all the unglamorous stuff.
Maps, translations, messages, weather, and to figure out whatever is broken this time.
Saily also lets you track your data usage, and it has security features that can block malicious sites, online trackers, and annoying ads while you use your data. Scan the code for an exclusive 15% off on Saily data plans. Use code Homestead15 at the checkout. Download the Saily app or go to saily.com/homestead15. Link is in the description.
Now let's find out why the water pump is leaking again. Have you Googled it yet?
I am now.
Robbie is making a hole under this concrete here so we can lay a T-piece so we can have water coming into this cave area here.
We don't know yet really if we need it or not, but
Maybe.
I just hope that I can get it out now. The funk's so brother. No. Okay, this one is. No.
He got you in the head, boy.
Yeah, I like you do nothing with that.
What, with that?
With that spoon.
Oh, it's actually quite soft.
Oops. At least we can remove that here.
Yesterday we took the other dog to the vet because he was vomiting a lot and he has an inflamed esophagus, which apparently is quite a common thing around here. So now he has a lot of medication. He found a new little spot under the pizza oven. We would like to know what you think would be good to do in this whole area here, but especially in this cave here. First of all, we thought it would be good to do a toilet and bathroom, but now we don't think it would be that good an idea because of the humidity of the cave inside. But what could you imagine here? Maybe let us know in the comments, because we'd really like some inspiration. We would love to keep this how it is intact, because this is like fantastic, I think, to make pizza and bread and whatever. But would you imagine like a dining space here, a seating area, something else, like a roof over? Let us know. We'd really, really like to know what you think.
At the moment we can't really continue because we have the T-piece missing and it's Sunday and the shops are closed. But we have something else to do, don't we?
We do. Something very nice.
Getting a little bit more quality of life, huh? Time for the next step. Now we've got the T-piece and we are ready to continue.
for somebody.
Testing. If like there is something I could wish that I never have to do again, is to pull a 100-meter cable through a 100-meter black pipe. Really nice now.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Last night we closed the trench here, so now we have water and electricity.
All of the rocks and bits of concrete we dug from the place here we put up on the path. We had the incident with the tractor the other day, so we need to fill that, and rocks is a really good thing to stabilize the sand underneath. So let's hope we do get it stable enough.
Thought I'd give you a quick update of the inside of the Polytunnel. Everything is really good in here. It's crazy. So much better than outside. Here it's quite windy in the evenings, and obviously it's boiling during the day, so everything's getting like torched and then battered by the wind. Although especially on like melons, zucchini, cucumbers and beans, we have loads of spider mites. The cucumbers especially outside have taken quite a hit from them. What I'm going to do now is harvest a carrot when we installed the polytunnel. As you know, it was like completely compacted underneath, and we did a lot to try to regenerate the soil in here. So it's a bit of a test really. So let's do that and let's find out together. I feel like it's going to be one of them videos where the top's really lush and the carrot's like this big underneath. Well, looks nice. Wow, that actually should have probably left that in actually. So you can see, I don't know, it probably would have grown, wouldn't it? Why did I do that? Never mind. Anyway, smells absolutely fantastic. Okay, we were a little bit too early. We'll leave them in then a couple of weeks and let's redo the test soon. Here we have cucumbers growing very good, but this one has got a lot of spider mites on. And half a carrot.
Yeah? I think we'll have it flat till here. Till the evening.
What?
Till here.
Maybe.
Could be. Oh, chop.
Why didn't you call? Why didn't you? Why didn't you?
Yeah, but now there's another. No. So I would like to just quickly uninstall the door, that we can have a proper experience of the depth. But I can't say that. I'm Italian, it's true, but I don't like concrete. Really nice. It's really big, isn't it? Nice, huh? And that you have I know that the locals here use these grotas as natural refrigerators, but this one doesn't seem like it. So if you have an idea what they could have used for, let us know. It looks a little bit like a place di cacca.
We still need to shovel a lot and a lot of stones to hold the weight.
One thing we really need to have, which is rain. Rain on the loose sand, that it compacts, because right now you see where the tractor stands, like this further we can't drive because we just make holes in the sand. Once the road is shaped how we want to have it, then we put loads of seeds that the plants can hold everything together. I can say the tractor so far was really worth all the stress.
Yeah, and even with one load it would have taken us like 20 wheelbarrows.
We will dig this floor, and for your context, I was reading and looking at a lot of papers how like structures like this work, and here's a quick explanation. The weight pushes from above and it goes through the walls like this in the ground, and the only sidewards weight or pressure these walls have is to outside, not to inside. So what that means is that we can dig the ground, like the floor here, without damage the integrity of this cave. Yeah, this is laid stones, look.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nice stones though.
Yeah, really nice. I'm excited to see this one.
Yeah, me too.
Can I dig this now or that?
Yeah.
No, this looks cool though.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. It's really tiring to dig that out, but it looks so much better already.
Well, you know what is a huge difference?
Yeah.
That the tractor is no leaking oil
Yeah.
and it is work.
Done a very good job, didn't they? I noticed in the comments that some of you haven't been here since the beginning when we first did the land tour of these buildings here. So I thought I'd quickly give you a quick tour around. So this is the first stone house, and we think it's around 100 years old, maybe more. So this is all of the original beams that they put in. And as you can see, the stonework is here. It needs a lot of attention, repointing. All of this needs to come off. We need to check the condition of the beams because we would really love to keep them in and maybe reinforce them. And this is the original flooring they put down. It's just like a cement or stone floor. And then next we have the cave that's built directly into the rock face here. So this is the inside. There's a fireplace here that goes onto the outside wall. And the ceiling in here is massive, so they've really dug high in here. And there's a lot of like small holes and things in the wall. And this is the view to the outside. And here is another small cave. A much smaller one. Just show you over the top there. The second stone house. This stone house is much smaller, and this one is built straight onto the face of the rock. And you can see that the light shines in. Here you have the old fireplace. Also the roof as well. This one is in slightly worse condition than the other side. Here you can see there's a lot of damage from water coming in. And then round the side we have a cave. In here they just stored straw and things in here when we came. You see the difference in the roof. So this one has a pointed roof and this has a flat roof. That is all of the buildings around here. And then we have another one, a slightly bigger stone house that's down there on the land, which is about a 5-minute walk. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Really happy to answer them. Hope that this cleared up some questions for anyone that's new here that didn't see the land before. Yeah. Obviously we still have loads to dig out of here and to put up there to finish the path, but we will leave this week's episode there as it's getting towards the end of the week. So thank you very much for watching.
See you next week.